Good morning, everybody. We're here. We're going to do an eyeshadow look. I've done got my base and everything. I use the LYS foundation today. My Morphe Wake Up Artist Corrector and Concealer. I used for cream blush and bronzer. I used the Physicians Formula. What is this? Butter Glow and Go. I love this product. It's gorgeous and the blush is beautiful. For my creams and then for my powders, I went in with this little trio. I love this trio. The LA Girl on Cloud 9 brush and bronzer. So I went in with that. The blush is not very potent on that. I set my face with the Essence Flawless Skin Trio. And then I went in with the Maybelline powder foundation and set the rest. Brows is the NYX Blade and Shade. This is my favorite brow pencil. It's just what I always use. Well, it's a mixture between this one, the NYX Micro, and the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. So those are my three. And I use the liquid faux brow sometimes. It's a little dark, so sometimes it looks a little wonky. Look at my brows. Like, y'all, I cannot do brows or shape to save my life. So we ain't never paying attention to Tasha's brows, okay? So we're going to do an eyeshadow look using my Milani Bold Obsessions. This is an old palette. You can tell it's been through the ringer to kind of go with the shirt today. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go in with that all in the crease. I used my eyeshadow primer. So I'm just taking this and working it inwards and all up in my crease, which I have to make a crease because I have hooded eyes. Y'all know that. So I'm just working her in. And let me build that color up. And we'll come back and I'll show you. And this is kind of where we are. And I wanted to show y'all, like, what brushes to use to do your eyeshadow look. Because I use several different brushes for an eyeshadow look. I don't use one to do it all because I'm building color, so I need several different sizes. Because I do different techniques. I usually start with a big blender like this. Or let me show you. These are my Profusion brushes that I love. I'll go in. I love this one because it's tapered. And I work it. Or you can take a bigger one. You know what I mean? To blend it. Next step, I'm going to darken my outer corner. So I'm going to go in with a packer like that. Okay? To place the product in my outer corner. And then when I get that product placed where I want it, I'm going to take a brush like this to kind of start blending. So let me show you. Okay, first I went in with that shade. Now I'm going to go in with the darker brown down here. I'm just going to put a little. And I'm going to kind of start stamping slowly because I've got hooded eyes. Again, which is hard to work with. And once I get that product stamped on that outer corner, I'm going to flip my brush over to get it in the crease. And I'm going to start working it in there. And flicking it. Okay. Then I'm going to take this little brush. and start blending. And I kind of blend inward and up. I flick it out. And I just start blending that shade. So that's where we at. I'll come back when I get done with this step. All right, this is where we are. And what I did, once I placed that product on my outer corner, I took this brush and I just dabbed into the product a little more. And I went into that crease and started blending. So I just flick it every which way, up and out. And then both sides like that. And I'll kind of pat. Try to get it where I want it. And then what you can do is take the original brush you start with and go back in with that shade and kind of just soften that blend. And kind of go above that a little bit. That's what I do. To kind of make that line not so harsh. I have real watery eyes. Like right now I'm struggling. This eye this morning. But what you need to do is kind of, you know, I started off with that original shade, sweeping it underneath. And then you can I take that shade and I'll get closer to my waterline. All right. Now is the time to go in with your lid shade. This is the most color that I do. I do 2 shades, one all the way across, one in my outer corner, and one on my lid. I thought about doing like a halo eye this morning. We might, let's do a halo eye. I'll be back. To do a halo eye, you're going to take that darker color you got, and I kind of place it just on the inner a little bit like that. And then I'm going to take my big blender, go in with that first shade, and blend a little bit. Blend that out. All right, this is where we are. I'm going to take this gold shade, and I'm going to just place it right on that center lid. We're about out of time, but I'll show you how to. Now, this is where we are, but I want a little more glimmer. So I'm going to go in with this Gavisi shadow in Allure, and I'm going to pop that right there on the center. And look at that. Yes. Now, this is where we are. This is my halo eye. That gold brings out my eyes, and that brown brings out my blue eyes. Now here is my final look. This is in Natural Light. What do y'all think? My eyes water. You can tell, but I use the 3-second setting mist. It holds your makeup, but it makes your skin dry, and I have very dry skin. So it's showing all my wrinkles and all that, and I don't like that. But this is my halo eye. All right, I just wanted to show y'all a little eyeshadow look this morning. Hope everybody has a great day. I love y'all, and see you on the next one. Bye.